Ketu in 5th house. The placement of shadow planet Ketu in 5th house would be very much affected by the placement of planet Jupiter in the horoscope chart, besides which there are some other factors as well, as which would result either in benefic or adverse impacts for the native's life path. The placement of Jupiter, Sun or Moon in the 4th, 6th or 12th bhava would make this placement pleasant and would bring much goodness to the person. The natives of this placement would be bestowed with strong stature of wealth and would endow the person with 5 sons. Besides this, the malefic presence of Ketu in 5th house will make the native seriously suffer from asthma. The malefic placement of Ketu in 5th house gives adverse results till the 5 years of age to the native, besides which it would harmfully affect the sons of the person, as there would be problems in their birth and they could also have bad health till death. These natives of Ketu in 5th house should donate milk and sugar for the reduction of malefic effects of this placement and should pursue the remedies for planet Jupiter. Ketu in Cancer. Cancer is ruled by Moon, and Ketu is quite inimical towards it as per Vedic astrology. Cancer is a water sign ruled by Moon, which represents emotions and feelings. Ketu in this position gives a negative personality to the native as it creates a lot of confusions. Such people struggle to understand their own emotions. They always think of the negative possibilities than positive. A sense of doubt pervades all their opinions and thoughts. Ketu is a shadow planet and in a way, it casts a shadow on the mind of the native and creates misunderstandings and obscurity. People born with Ketu in Cancer always feel a sense of fear, doubt and sadness. Sometimes, these natives also develop some phobia. They have an unstable and wavering mind. In fact, their mind is full of airy thoughts. They are also prone to gastric troubles. These people nonetheless are sympathetic to others. They have a religiously inclined mind and can touch extremes when it comes to spirituality. Due to their overly confusing emotional persona, they struggle to experience peace of mind. They are equipped with good management skills though. Ketu in 6th house. The shadow planet Ketu in 6th house is perceived to be a malefic presence, but other planetary placements could even make it appear benefic at times, besides which it really gets impacted with the placement of planet Jupiter. It will bring positive results and goodness to the native's life. The pleasing placement of Jupiter would bring a long path of life to the person having Ketu in 6th house, which would be a peaceful and blissful life. The mother of the native would also receive the goodness in life, while the placement of any of the two from Sun, Jupiter and Mars are positively placed, then it would further enhance the pleasing impacts of this Ketu placement. The malefic placement of Ketu in 6th house would bring some problems to the maternal uncles, besides which it would make the person wander without reason and travel without benefits. He native would have many enemies and foes around, as people would carry much malice and ill feelings for the native, and that will be without any particular reason. The natives having malefic placement of Ketu in 6th house would confront skin problems. Besides this, the placement of Moon in the 2nd bhava would bring sufferings for the mother, and the native would have a quite difficult and harsh path of old age. The natives should wear a golden ring in the left hand for reducing the negative impacts of this placement. These people should keep a dog as a pet in home and should nurture him for attaining the good results. The natives should drink milk with saffron and should wear gold in the ear. Besides this, heat a rod of gold and dip the same in milk. After with drinking the same milk would bring betterment in the native's life. These remedies would bring peace and harmony in the native's lives. Ketu in Leo. The ruling planet of Leo is Sun, which is a staunch enemy of Ketu. Sun gives aggression and ambition to Leo natives since it's fire. When Ketu is placed in the fiery sign of Leo, it makes the person impulsive. Due to the confusion and impulse imposed by Ketu, the native often gets angry without any reasons or due to misunderstandings. Ketu in Leo gives a confusing personality to the native. Such people feel a lot of uncertainty before venturing into anything new. Lack of confidence persists. They tend to have a lot of questions and doubts in mind about everything. These natives tend to develop fear of poison and snakes. Ketu in Sun also makes the person prone to stomach-related issues. Such natives tend to know many languages. While they are talkative, they do not get involved in society much. They can be quite impatient at times. Their interests lie in artistic pursuits. They are also good artists themselves at times. These people also attain success in politics. They are self-dependent and have strong management and administrative skills. Ketu in 7th house. The placement of shadow planet Ketu in 7th house is perceived to be inauspicious in general, while on the other hand, the other planetary placements can bring variations in the planetary impacts upon the native's life. Besides this, the 7th house placements get strongly affected with the positions of Mercury and Venus, and the positive appearance of Mercury, Venus and Jupiter would save the person from most of Ketu's malefic effects. The benefic placement of Ketu in 7th house would bless the person with good affluence and early growth, as he or she would attain the financial heights of 40 octoskins of age in her 20s. Besides this, the growth of income at the native's house would truly depend upon the number of children at home. These people would carry very dominating and powerful stature in the social arena and would be surrounded by foes around till 30 octoskins of age, but no one would be able to harm them in true. The malefic placement of Ketu in 7th house would bring harshness and hardness in the native's life. The people born with malefic placed Ketu in the 7th bhava would be somewhat untrue from the core and would be quite disloyal in her approach towards everyone. They would rarely possess strong relations around and could even be hypocritical. These natives would confront problems in getting married, for which they would marry late, and would also face hurdles in their conjugal path. This placement would also affect the spouse of the native in an adverse manner. Besides this, the presence of more than one planet in Lagna would lead towards loss or destruction of one child, and the placement of Mercury along with Ketu would vanish all the enemies of the person after the 34 octoskins of her age. These people having Ketu in 7th bhava should never pursue deceit and treachery, and should keep some trueness and respect in their words for attaining the betterment in lives. They should put saffron tilak upon head and should pursue remedies of Jupiter till the possible extent. Ketu in Virgo. What's beneath the earth has always been a mystery. Virgo is an earthy sign, known for their deep observation. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, which shares an average relationship with Ketu. When Ketu is placed in the earthy sign of Virgo, it gives a lot of mystery and secrecy to the native. Such a person has deep thoughts and analysis. Ketu in Virgo also makes the person talkative. It gives a stable temperament and mind to the native, as it shares a better relationship with Mercury, unlike Sun and Moon. Having said that, people born with Ketu in Virgo also tend to waste a lot of time. They face problems related to legs or stomach area. Digestion issues also persist for these natives. There is a strong desire to achieve something in life. They are in fact quite intelligent and minded too. They do well in business because of their intellectual capabilities. These natives are very clever and know how to use others and get things done. Ketu in Virgo also makes the person spiritual. Ketu in 8th house. The shadow planet Ketu is one of well-perceived malefic presence, though some placements makes it appear benefic for the native, but it will always arrive along with some difficulties and hurdles for the person. The arrival of Ketu in 8th house would provide the blend of both positive and negative impacts upon the native. The presence of Ketu in 8th house will definitely bring some hurdles, as making her life quite difficult for the native, but if the Ketu would be placed benefic in this house, then it will bestow a son after 34 octoskins of age to the native, or after the marriage of any girl from her family, like sister or daughter. Besides this, the absence of planet Jupiter and Mars from the 6th and 12th bhava would reduce most of adverse impacts of Ketu here, while placement of Moon in 2nd bhava will bring pleasant impacts. On the other part, the malefic placement of Ketu in 8th house would bring some adverse impacts upon the native's wife, as she may suffer from bad health. This won't let the native have son, or if he or she would have, then the son won't live longer. Besides this, the native will also suffer from diabetes and urinary problems. The placement of Saturn or Mars in 7th bhava would bring more misfortune to the natives. This placement will highly affect the family life of the native after the 26 octoskins of her age. The natives of this placement of Ketu in 8th house should keep a dog at home and nurture him for the reduction of malefic effects. They should donate a black and white blanket in a sacred and worshipping place and should worship and adore Lord Ganesha with true devotion. These people should wear gold in the ear and should put a saffron tilak over the head to reduce the misfortune and to stay safe. Ketu in Libra. Libra is a sign of balance. It is ruled by Venus, which shares a good relationship with Ketu. Moreover, both these planets are airy. When Ketu is placed in the sign ruled by Venus, it increases one's management abilities. Such people know how to keep things balanced. Ketu, the dragon's tail, gives a tendency of movement to the native since Libra is also a movable sign. People with this placement of Ketu in their horoscope have a strong need for change and activity. Ketu here also causes a lot of travels. Such people like to wander, move from one place to another sign. This placement of Ketu also boosts aggressive instincts in the native. Such people tend to be hardworking and clever. They are very talkative and good with public dealing. They know how to react in front of others. Media turns out to be a lucrative field for these people. Ketu in Libra also gives short-temperedness to natives. These people tend to be stubborn and dominating. While they are spiritually inclined, they can turn dishonest at times. Ketu in Libra also makes the native dependent upon family at times. Moreover, skin problems are also common with this placement.